Flight environment. Drone X camera should be flown in a normal flight environment. Flight environment requirement includes but is not limited to: first rule of Flight Club. Drone X utilizes an advanced vision position tracking system that enables precise altitude control and navigation. Please be aware about that. Make sure Drone X does not fly lower than 1.6 feet or higher than that one. 6 feet equals half a meter in this length conversion chart. 10 meters or 32 feet above the ground. Do not fly at night because of low light condition. When the ground is too dark, vision positioning system may not track your running target very well. Vision positioning system may fail if the ground texture is not clear. This includes large area of pure color ground, water surface or transparent area, strong reflection area, area with drastically changing light condition, moving objects below Drone X, etc. Make sure the downward vision sensors are clean and shiny. Please do not block sensors. Please do not fly in dusty or foggy environments. Please stop flying when there is significant variation in height. For instance, Ghost Protocol style, flying out of the skyscraper window on high floors, for example floor 5 to 8. Second rule of Flight Club. Do not fly in severe weather conditions including windy. In situation the wind exceeding 5.4 meter per second or 12 miles per hour. In the rain, intense snowfall, terrify lightning storm or thick fog. Flying in these situations can be extremely dangerous, so avoid them at all costs to save movie's budget. Rule number 3. Do not fly when environment temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius or above 40 degrees Celsius. It's roughly equal 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Fourth rule of Flight Club. Do not fly in restricted zones. Please refer to flight regulations and restrictions for smaller downscale details. Rule number 6, sorry, it's ruler number 5. Please do not fly over 2,000 meters or 1.2 above the sea level. Ruler 6. Fly with caution in solid particle environments including desert and beach. It could result in solid particle entering Drone X camera and cause damage. Wireless communication. When using wireless functions, make sure that wireless communication is working properly before flying Drone X. Be aware of these following limitations. 1. Be sure to operate Drone X in an open space. 2. It is forbidden to fly near sources of electromagnetic interference. Electromagnetic interference sources include, but are not limited to, Wi-Fi hotspots, Bluetooth devices, high-voltage power lines, high-voltage power stations, mobile phone base stations, and television broadcast signal towers. X's wireless transmission performance will likely be affected by interference. If the interference is too large, Drone X will not work normally.
Back to you, Dr. M.
Flight restrictions. 1. You need to use Drone X cameras safely in compliance with local laws and regulations. Regulation? It is highly recommended that you download and install the latest version of the firmware from official channels. Official channel, flight restricted areas include but are not limited to the world's major airports, major cities/regions, and temporary event areas. Please consult your local flight management department before flying Drone X and follow local laws and regulations. Regulations. Please always pay attention to the surroundings of the drone and stay away from any obstacles that may hinder flight. These include but are not limited to tall buildings, over the roofs, and in the red-rimmed woods. Combining two different worlds is not an easy task. However, it is possible with the right approach and mindset. It is important to identify the core values of both the worlds and find the middle ground. We should also decide the ratio of the combination based on the usage and significance of both. For example, if we take two languages, we can decide to learn both the languages simultaneously. If we take two cultures, we need to understand the values and traditions of both cultures. It is important to note that we should not try to change or disturb the core values of any of these worlds. It can be anything, any two important things that are poles apart, polar opposites from each other. It can be two cultures, two languages, two philosophies, or any other things that are so far different from each other. Then the real challenge here is to combine those two worlds together in a way that really makes good sense.
Mike suddenly stops to drink his monster drink and continue his talk with Sir Richard Garifo.
This can be super tricky and it varies from situation to finally decide the correct ratio of the mixing combination. This ratio or mixes can be done based on the usage of both languages and their importance in our lives. I am trying to find a Middle-earth in his inner mind while projects 23 UTB at the same time and on different watch times.